Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on percentage loss. There are many instances where goods are bought and later they are sold for a loss. A store may have many clothes left over after the winter season, for example. These clothes may need to be sold at vastly reduced prices to make way for new summer stock. People who buy from the share market may be forced to sell at reduced prices if there is a sharp downturn in the market. Hence, we have the following. Loss equals cost price minus selling price. The percentage loss is the loss over cost price times 100 over 1. Let's have a look at some examples. Number 1. Bill bought a new car for $16,000. Due to unforeseen circumstances, he was forced to sell the car 3 months later for $12,000. What was his percentage loss? So the actual loss in money terms was $16,000 minus $12,000. That's $4,000. So the percentage loss is $4,000 over $16,000 multiplied by 100 over 1. 100 into 100 goes once. 100 into 16,000 goes 160 times. So we're left with 4,000 over 160, and when we cancel that down, we get 25%. So the percentage loss was 25%. Tom bought some shares for a total of $8,000. A few months later, he was in desperate need of cash and sold the shares for $7,000. What was his percentage loss? So the loss in money terms is $8,000 minus $7,000. That gives you $1,000. The percentage loss is 1,000 over 8,000 by 100 over 1. So when we do the cancelling, 1,000 into 1,000 goes once. 1,000 into 8,000 goes 8 times. 1 times 100 is 100. 8 ones are 8. So 100 over 8 is 12.5%. So the percentage loss was 12.5%. May bought a new boat for $16,000. A few months later, she sold the boat for $13,000. What was her percentage loss? So the loss in money terms was $16,000 minus $13,000, which is $3,000. So the percentage loss will be 3,000 over 16,000 by 100 over 1. Now here you've noticed I've crossed off 3 zeros and I've crossed off 3 zeros here. That's exactly the same as dividing the numerator and the denominator by 1,000. So that leaves us with 3 here and 100. So 3 times 100 is 300. 16 times 1 is 16. 300 over 16, when you cancel it down, to 75 over 4, which is 18.75%. So that is the percentage loss. So this video has given us an introduction into the idea of percentage loss, and we've seen how to calculate percentage loss by way of a few examples.